you feel alright. Well, it takes two to make a dynamite. Well, it takes two to make you feel alright. Hey, well, now I know. Well, it takes two.
You know good?
I had to fix my girl.
Oh, okay, girl. Welcome back to another episode of Talks with Tone and Tina. I'm Tone, she's Tina, and we talk about all things trending. Did y'all miss us for the 2 weeks? This is our first December show.
Pump the dog.
Do what? This is our first December show. Did y'all miss us? We was gone for 2 weeks.
Today's only December 5th.
So
it would have to be our first December show. It's only been 5 days.
I mean, but we were gone 2 weeks, so it feel like, longer than that.
Okay.
What you told me to do?
I need the questions.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I know the first question of the night. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get started at.
Okay. Well, let's get started,
Joel
baby.
said he thought we was on vacation.
Well, we was for Thanksgiving, and then last week life's just life, and we both just was like, that happens, Joel. You know what I'm saying?
Candace is in here.
Hey, Candace.
Asia is in here.
Hey, Asia.
Asia, have you ever been on here before?
Because I was just about to say, who's Asia? But hey, girl.
Asia is Miss O'Dean's granddaughter.
Yes.
Asia's father named Rose, sister named Nikki. Sorry to tell all your tea, Asia.
Asia. I know Miss O'Dean. All you had to say was Miss O'Dean.
Asia really ain't a Nally Road honey, but she came around Nally when she was little.
Okay. Well, you were honorary Nally Road honey. Are we gonna give you that, Asia?
Okay, so yes.
Because Miss O'Dean was damn sure Nally Road honey.
Hello, Candace. I love that selfie you posted.
That autumn post? Yes.
That was super cute.
It was giving winter and fall all at the same time.
Christella's in here.
Hey, Christelle.
Darvin is in here.
Who?
Darvin.
Hey, Darvin.
Darvin, where you been?
Who's Darvin?
Darvin Gray?
Durvin.
I'm sorry, Durvin. I'm sorry. I think I'm watching a Tubi movie. All
First
the dudes
of all,
named
right.
Darvin on Tubi. I apologize.
This bitch love to. This is the trip out. She loved Tubi, but won't watch black cinema. Like, ain't never seen Friday or Friday After Next or Friday After That. But we'll watch Tubi. What kind of shit is that?
I love Tubi. Okay, Christelle said, hey, y'all, I was waiting. Candace said, hey, ladies, thanks so much. Okay, so we're going to get started. Mm-hmm. Our first question of the night is, it's just a statement or a phrase or whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. But it says, please brag about something you did in 2023. So... Joelle, what you saying oh wow for? What that mean? And Joelle, when I'll talk to you later. Go ahead.
Ooh. Joelle, it sound like you in trouble, nigga. What have I brag on myself in 2023?
Is that Darnice?
Hi, Darnice. Welcome to the show. I don't think I've heard your name before either. Mm-hmm. Or maybe not in a while. Ooh.
Oh, he said wow because I don't watch black cinema, and I do not.
Joel, it's sad. It's like really, really sad.
Well, I got a good movie.
But you gonna watch Tubi though?
One of the questions that I have is based off of a movie. It's based off of movies, and my answer is black cinema. So stay tuned for that.
Okay, can't wait for that.
Okay, yeah, Darnice is in here. Darnice been in here before. Don't do.
Well, that's why I say has it been a while.
Yeah, Darnice don't come in here like that. But
okay.
She's even sent a question or two in before.
Oh,
so yeah.
I stand corrected, baby. Welcome, Darnice.
Darnice is a friend of the show.
Tina, go first, because I got to think.
Okay, so it says brag on.
Because it might not be big to y'all, but it's big to me. So I got to think.
Anything that you consider big, no one else can gauge what you consider. Everything is subjective. It's what you believe. Don't ever let anybody ever tell you anything about yourself if it's a big deal to you, that's all that matters. Who else would it matter to?
That's very true. Okay, so for me, I've been very consistent on my YouTube channel.
Okay, I have worked with Tanette.
Yes, she has.
Sue has worked with Tanette.
Yes, she has.
And she is improving. I'm very proud of her. She has taken suggestions. She has been very consistent lately. So
I have.
That is very admirable. And to see her, I know what she like to do. She like to watch cartoons and lollygag and watch those black cinema or those cheesy white comedies.
Tina, those are hilarious.
So yeah, so that's that. So anywho.
Okay, so
happy for you, Tone.
Y'all follow my channel.
They getting mad because I don't watch black cinema.
They're getting very mad.
Delman said you don't watch black cinema, Jafani.
No, she does not.
Jafani does not.
She does not.
I watch documentaries.
But we watch Tubi though. Get mad at that part, y'all.
I watch the Dirty D on Tubi. Anyway.
Dirty D. You saw that? But one watch Ice Cube.
I I watch documentaries and things of that nature.
Did you see Straight Outta Compton?
I think I saw it at the movies.
Yes, we did, because they tried to check out purses and shit.
Okay, Delma said, both of you ladies look beautiful. Proud of you both.
Oh, thank you.
Gracias.
Make sure y'all follow my channel, though. Life of a Plus Size Designer on YouTube. I got some good shit.
That's a red flag, Joelle, please.
What's a red? Yeah.
Not watching black cinema.
It's
It's bigger fish to fry in the world than watching black movies.
It really isn't.
Anywho, Tone, please.
Everybody needs some entertainment.
Everybody, please follow Tone's YouTube. Follow Talks with Tone and Tina, which is tagged in this link.
Yes, and we have a YouTube channel as well. Hopefully y'all are already following that.
We got to have a meeting on black cinema. And of course,
y'all put in the comments what she should start with. That's going to be one of your... Okay, yeah. Put in the comments what she should start with.
When Tone eats chicken on the bone for the first time, then I'll watch I'll binge watch whatever you pick for me. I love Three Strikes.
I'm for it.
I love Three Strikes. Does that count?
No. And you love Paper Soldiers.
Wrong check. I love Three Strikes.
And you love Paper Soldiers.
Yeah.
But no. I already know what I'm going to have her watch.
Lean on Me. I'm definitely not watching none of that shit.
Tina, you've never seen Lean on Me?
No. If it's a movie that I feel like it's cliche and predictable, I don't want to see it. Facts from Baltimore's in here.
Hey, Facts. Lean on Me is a classic, Giovanni.
Facts said chill already. Uptown Saturday. I'm not taking it that far back, baby. No, that's not gonna happen.
We gotta give her like 95 on up, y'all.
I like Bill Curtis, who's a narrator on A&E. That's the kind of stuff I like.
Tina, Bill Curtis had you up at night.
I've had a crush on him for years.
He's a scary voice ass nigga.
I don't care. That's the kind of stuff I like. Everybody's different.
Okay, but...
Accept and appreciate people's diversity.
I'll agree with you on that. But how do you like Tubi, but not black cinema? Explain that.
Marcus Houston and Chris Stokes got Tubi on lock with the right.
What about Erica Mena? They said she drop a movie every 4 months.
But now all of them are so cliche. Hey, you killed my mother when I was 3. I come back as your girlfriend or your nanny, and then I try to kill your
fuck you up.
That's like the premise of all the movies now on Tubi.
Jess Hilaria said that
Sharia Lucas is in here.
Hey, Sharia.
Photographer. Miss Brown is in here.
Hey, Miss Brown. Listen, that cake on Thanksgiving, it was none left. How about
what kind did you get? The pecan?
No, I got pecan, bitch. I ain't get pecan.
The sweet potato pecan?
No, I got sweet potato pecan.
Can you stop it?
No, can you?
No,
this bitch talking about the pecan. Did you get the pecan? No, bitch, I got the pecan.
Pecan. It's not.
Tina, we're not finna do this tonight.
She got the sweet potato pecan.
Ain't nobody.
What you say you got?
Ain't nobody fuck with this bitch. I got the pecan, baby.
She got pecan.
When I say that cake was gone and I had to pass your number out, expect the order from Florida because that lady lived in Tampa.
I definitely would never watch that, Joelle.
That lady lived in Tampa and wanted your phone number, so you might got to ship some cakes, Ms.
Joelle said Ghost Dad by Bill Cosby. I would never watch. That's a waste of my time.
Joelle.
Candy said y'all are hilarious tonight. Tone, they not going to talk about you no more.
They not, because I said I made it myself. I lied. And Miss Brown, I took all the credit. Like, no, I did not. But I did give your number out to a lot of people.
Sharia said, hello, my sisters. Delma said that I'm a party crasher. Anyway, so Miss Brown, the first question of the night, Tonette, is brag about something you accomplished in 2023. Tonette has already gone.
Do y'all know my real name, Tonette? Because she gives me my government all motherfucking night.
I'm sorry. I do it from time to time. I call her Tonette.
She normally do it when I'm showing out, but I'm acting regular right now.
Baby girl or whatever. So, Tone did hers. Oh, Roderick is very proud of his brand. And his brand is called Pecan. I hate when I say it.
Is it Pecan or
Facon Couture? Okay. And it is out of Baltimore, but it ships worldwide. Mm-hmm. I have a few pieces from there.
And they're lovely. It's good quality stuff. It's good quality printing. It's good quality everything. You're not getting the liquor store sweatshirt. You know how you see something online that looks bomb and they didn't put the filters on it and all that, and when you get it, it's that motherfucking Foreman Mills feel. Mm-hmm. No, this is good quality sweatshirts, y'all. Y'all shop with him. Everything looks like it looks online. Shop with him.
Oh my God. Okay, shop with Roderick. Mm-hmm. And we're going to do a whole post where we have different tags and different everything. Because I know we'd be like, tag your business, tag your this and that. And sometimes people don't do it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Then everybody just click on it and follow and show support for everybody.
I agree.
So we want to do that because Fats looked out and he's a good guy.
For the cookout.
And
so did Candace with her spin class.
And Fats had a party this weekend. I could not make it. And he did invite Talks with Tony and Tina in the building.
But we will be there. We'll be at the next one.
Lamont Jamal is in here.
Hey, Lamont.
And Sharia said her achievement, her best achievement of 2023. The first question is brag about something you accomplished in 2023. She received her doctorate.
I know you motherfucking name.
That's amazing. That's amazing. She is
Black excellence, baby.
She's McKinley's class of 94, I believe. That's amazing.
Y'all put the clapping hands in the comments.
Congrats.
Who was that?
Who you say it was? Sharia Lucas.
Sharia. Dr. Lucas, congratulations, baby.
And she's a military vet and all of that. So she got all of her credentials
Thank you for your
accolades and letters and so on and so forth behind her name.
Sharia's ready to make the paper.
You know, not just a bunch of Facebook pages you done made up over the years. You keep putting your ads.
Or failed businesses.
You keep putting your ads. She has
I got a few of those.
She has real credentials. So holler, shout out to her. Tark has entered.
Hey, Tark.
Tark is saying he's going to come to For the Record. Everybody thanks her.
All right, sounds good.
And of course, y'all know my...
And when is the next show? Wait, do your brag first.
Okay, well, I'll brag on a couple of things.
Okay.
First of all, I got Talks with Tony and Tina to make it to 10,000 followers.
Woo!
But I feel like my biggest accomplishment of this year came at the very tail end of the year. And this is a testament to, like, it's never too late. Hey, don't give up. Or, all of the cliches that we use to boost our...
but that is really true.
Boost ourselves and our morale.
Yeah.
So, I feel like my accomplishment that I want to brag on, I have many, but this time I will brag on my music trivia game show. Some of you have been, very fortunate to come out and witness it in person for yourself. Some people have just donated money for tickets or whatever the case may be, but I will say, please come out and see it in person.
Yeah.
Because you will get, like my little brother, he was always donating money. He came to the last one and he's a homebody and he freaking loved it. And he said he's coming back to the next one. So I feel like that is, it's something that
it's very unexpected.
It is.
You don't know what you're going to expect when you get there, but it's giving the Chuck Woolery vibe. Like, it's giving something that you never experienced before, which is great. If you tired of just going to the go-go and... the typical cliche stuff. You going to the lounge, you going to the bar. You want some other fun? Come to For the Record, baby.
Yes, and
that was a great brag.
Thank you, Tona.
Yes,
a lot.
Because For the Record is really taking the fuck off.
And I feel like some people still don't know what it is, or you be like, "Oh, I have a game show." It's not to be confused or misconstrued with game night.
Yeah, right.
They're nowhere near the same thing.
Right.
It is a real full-scale game show from start to finish. And hey, if you want us to come out to your job, your corporate event,
your Christmas
team
party,
building, your church, wherever you want to come, we are equipped to come right along and do our whole thing. Do the whole entire show, remotely or in person or whatever. Cena is in the building.
Hey, Cena.
Cena from Houston is in the building.
Hey, girl. And she willing to travel to Houston, too?
Yeah, we would come to Houston anytime. Eddie is in here.
Hey, Eddie.
And I feel like everything is just cohesive with the show.
You like the direction it's going in?
I love the direction it's going in. I feel like, okay, the first show ever was on September the 9th, my birthday show. Of course, I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't nervous, but I feel like I just wanted it to happen to see what would actually happen. And you rehearse, but you never know, and it's live.
Yeah.
It's no like, oops, let me do this or that. Everybody's there, it's live, so you have to be on 1,000. So Lamont, the host, he has to be on 100,000 because he has about 5 jobs all rolled into one.
He does.
Yeah, me.
Shout out to Lamont. He does an excellent job.
I'm writing it and making sure, and it's a lot. It's a lot of moving parts to get to where it is. And I also want to say that a lot of people that know trivia and know music, they told me they were nervous when they got up there. Ronald Lott, he knows a lot of music. He said the lights and everything just made him kind of like tense up.
Like a real production.
Yes. So it is a
real production.
It is. So yeah, but I'm not gonna go on and on about.
You know what's funny with it though? People that know music, they be like, "Oh, I know music." And I show them a clip of the show, and they're like, "Oh shit, I ain't know that." But even when they say that, "Oh, I ain't know that one," oh yeah, when they get an answer, "Oh yeah, I can go on there, bitch. And you want to be a contestant? What you gotta do to be a contestant?
If you want to be a contestant, you can go to For the Record game show on Instagram and click on our link tree.
So if y'all think y'all know,
Linktree has all of our various different links. So you can go there to fill out a contestant form. You can go there and see where we'll be next. You can go there and see our Facebook, our TikTok, our Instagram, and all of that stuff. And also...
And follow while you're there.
Yes, and please follow, share. It does not hurt to share. Y'all know I share people grandmother, first tooth coming out, or her denture. I share everything. So please... reciprocate that.
Yes.
And we're just going to keep moving. We are currently, let me just say this, we are currently looking for romantic couples because we are doing a Valentine's special.
Romantic, man.
Yes. I don't...
Romantic, y'all.
Because it's a Valentine's special. So I want
I
you to
get
be a
it.
couple.
I love it.
And we are also looking for, and Joelle,
Do you got to go with the person?
Yeah, you got to go with the person.
If I want to go with, I want to be a couple with somebody else.
No, I want it to be a real couple and an authentic, connection on the show.
That puts me
And we also are looking for people that went to HD Woodson. I think Joelle went to HD, Eastern, and McKinley Tech because we're doing a battle of the high schools.
Oh my God!
So far, two people.
When you
from
put
McKinley
Laurel
Tech.
in?
We're not doing Maryland schools. Psych, we will do Maryland.
I guess Laurel not gonna get in.
We'll do Maryland schools eventually, but not at the moment. Anyway,
I don't want
to go on and on about For the Record. So every Monday at around lunchtime, I'll be doing a For the Record live, kind of just sit down and Q&A. I did one yesterday, and it turned out to be really good. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, we're gonna move along. What do you want to brag on about yourself in 2023?
Yes. What does the comments say?
So let's see.
The comments are saying what?
Thank you all. Thank you so much. Petey said he want to brag on that he finally got a job.
Okay, Petey.
I just want to say congrats, Petey, and I just want to thank you for your transparency. Because everybody always wants to appear
that they have it all
together, and they have this and that, and they're looking down on everybody when they under them, for real. So I just want to congratulate you on your job, and I want to thank you for your transparency.
That's number one. And number two, people act like they don't fall. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even saying that it's a fall. Who's to say that this is a negative thing for him? He might have just wanted to switch careers or whatever. No, congratulations.
PDS, I think, got escorted out of there.
Oh,
because
security was on your back, Petey.
He had got into it with some people.
Your shit from your desk was in the motherfucking box,
I don't know if
Petey.
it was like texts or emails, but something went down.
Wait, the shit he posted that time?
Probably. Petey's always in some shit.
Okay, well, Petey.
Candace, ain't he?
Congratulations, baby.
Okay,
whatever scandal that happened, congratulations.
So we move it on to the next question of the night because we got here late and we have a lot to cover. So let's keep it moving. Number 2, what's now here, Joelle and Dalmas and whoever y'all name is, Del Boy and all these Jamaican names.
That's Jamaican names.
This is the question that has the black cinema in it. What's the first movie you ever watched and you cried?
Color Purple.
Okay, The Color Purple. What scene?
When Nettie and Silly got separated. Like, why the fuck Mr. do that shit? Then you could have let that bitch stay with her sister. You could have, because he couldn't get pussy from both of them. He acted kind of funny in some type of way. But Mr. ain't have to do that shit. So I'm going with Color Purple.
Okay, Mr. Brown, thank you. Okay, mine is, and I see Eddie has the same one that I have, Coolie High. Now.
Oh, yeah. No, can I change mine?
No. Too late. You already said it. Coolie High. Now, I had just come over to the East Coast, and I wasn't really, I was into TV, but I was into like sitcoms and things like that. Give me a break and
white cinema.
Just.
You watch Coach and shit. Nino was a bitch ass nigga, but when smoked the crack for the first time, I did busted tears.
Oh yeah, and JoJo said set it off. And then Helena Johnson in here talking about what about Mahogany?
Hey, Helena,
you okay, back.
Mahogany, I didn't cry over that one, Helena, but I did want to change my shit to Sparkle. When sister died.
When sister said, I thank you every way I know how.
And he beat her ass for that fur coat, girl.
Y'all think I don't look at black movies?
Tina, I was distraught over that. I was devastated.
We going to the next question.
Okay. But y'all had some good ones though.
Is it okay? The next question is it okay for an expectant mother to have sex or date, just platonic dating, or have sex with a guy who is not the father of the baby that she's carrying? Sharia said she cried in Sparkle and Mahogany, and she said, I think of all of it, I was crying laughing.
Okay. This is a question for your ass. All right.
Let me ask it one more time, Tone.
Ask it one more time.
The question is it okay for an expectant mother to date or sex a guy who isn't the father of her baby?
Okay. So the politically correct answer and the answer how I would feel inside
and this question just gives Sexy Red vibes.
Sexy Red ain't with her baby father no more?
Her baby father in jail.
He in jail?
Yeah.
Child.
But I don't think that's who she pregnant about.
Child to Sexy Red. Okay, so the politically correct answer and the answer that's in my body would be no. Like, I wouldn't feel right fucking another dude when I'm pregnant by somebody else. Me personally. But theoretically, yes. If she's not with the father and she's a single woman who happened to get pregnant, she still want to fuck. What's the problem?
Will said, as long as I ain't got to take care of that little MF, hell yeah.
Will
said, fuck no.
Will. Joelle, no, as in it's not right for her to do it?
I think that it's okay for her to do it. Where's there stating that because you're pregnant, because Sheila got pregnant by Johnny, and y'all know Johnny is our imaginary person that we always use.
Yeah.
If Sheila gets pregnant by Johnny and hey, I don't even really know Johnny, it didn't work out, I go to my local coffee shop and run into Tim. We exchange numbers, we hit it off, and now Tim wants to be my boyfriend. I'm 2 months pregnant by Johnny, but I don't even know Johnny or talk to him. Why would I not have sex with Tim if that's what I wanted to do just because I'm pregnant?
Because Tim's sperm gonna be on your baby head.
No, it's not. Have the sex.
That's the cliche shit.
He said, what was the question? I missed it.
Okay, but also, what about
Joelle said it's not right for her to do. Elaborate on that.
What about
and Tiffany said, mama gotta have a life too. And
I agree. And what about the mothers that's inseminated? That's happening more and more now. What about them? They don't even know the father. Why wouldn't they be able to have sex with Tim when they meet him at the coffee shop?
Yeah, I just don't see what's the issue. But men will always have a problem with just certain
a woman moving on,
and a woman moving in what appears to be promiscuity.
I feel like the problem comes in if there was a relationship there. And people, I don't know, for some reason, men can't fathom the thought that women can move on. Like you just said, like.
She gotta wait till the baby born? What is she waiting for? You ain't waiting till the baby born. Sit down.
The father definitely fucking what he want fuck.
Okay, if you can go and find out if he has a disease before you have sex with him, the father could have had the disease. Like, come on.
Because that's probably why she broke up with him. I mean, but even with that, I feel like you can move on. You know what I'm saying? If we break up and it don't work out, and I break up with you and I'm like 4 weeks pregnant, at 6 months I'm still supposed to be single? Like,
go for it, girl.
Go for it, girl.
Go ahead. What Swiss B say? Go ahead. Okay,
I'm with it.
The next question.
But me personally, I'm gonna be clear. I don't feel like I could do it.
Do children still get allowance? And if they do, what do you think is a reasonable allowance to give to a 14-year-old child?
I don't know if kids still get allowance because I ain't got no kids, but I would say a reasonable allowance.
Fred said that's disgusting. To each his own, Fred.
Fred, what's disgusting, baby?
She having sex with somebody else while she's pregnant.
Okay, girl. I feel like I don't have kids, so I don't know if they still get allowance. But I feel like in 2023, about $50, $60 a week is
$50 or $60.
$20 ain't gonna get them shit these days.
It's not.
You can't even spend $20 in Five Below and get something decent.
You can't.
So I would say about 50.
I think some families are like still super traditional where they give their kids allowance, especially for chores or grades or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And then I believe that there are families that, because just the way the world is going, going now, like me, I give my son, money all the time, but it's not a set amount. It's not like, hey, every Friday I'm going to give you $50.
Yeah.
I give him a good amount of money on a consistent basis, but it always varies. And sometimes he be having more money than me. So like, hey, what the hell am I sending you money for?
Right.
Or whatever. But these kids are, hey, you know, getting your $5 or your $8, they don't want that shit.
No.
You know, they
I
want.
wouldn't.
And the reason I came up with this question is because a lady, I don't know if y'all seen this video circulating, but a lady works overtime at her job to give her son $1,000 worth of allowance every month so he can buy designer clothes.
Insane.
And
completely insane.
Hey Sue, I forgot to tag Sue.
First of all,
Sue
allowance is a little appreciation. That ain't the support you like a job. Allowance is an appreciation. I see that you got your grades up. I see that you're doing what I asked you to do. Mowing the lawn, keeping the dishes washed, taking the trash out. And I'm showing my appreciation because, bitch, you ain't no slave. So, yeah, I'm going to pay you for that. But me keeping you in fucking Gucci? Fuck no.
The mom and the son, they were goofs.
That bitch is an idiot. Sorry, but she's an idiot.
Okay, Petey said, we know how you do your son. Petey, what do that mean? And Fran said, I give the girls money for activities, but they are honor students.
But you don't give a set allowance? Like, kind of like what Tina was saying, she just give her child money on a consistent basis?
And he said, nah, on the designer.
Ain't nobody doing that shit. Like, that's... Whatever, if you can get designer for $50, all right.
$50 is a little, like, you can't really get anything with $50.
Okay, well, you could get a job.
Okay, but if you're 14 or 12.
I had a job at 14.
Okay, but that's kind of like not practical nowadays.
Okay, we'll figure something out. Because we'll put it with your good friend or something. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But all you're getting is $50 out of me. Why? Because you can already see that's only going to cover the bare minimum. If you get a job at minimum wage, that's going to cover the bare minimum. That's going to teach you already that you need further education or further something. Because you can't live off this $50.
Okay, Sue, who is my daughter, says she never had allowance, but always got stuff and was in stuff. Sue, you definitely would have never wanted allowance because the things that you got
was way more than
far exceeded $20 or $30. Trust and believe.
Yeah.
This is when bundles first came on the scene and hair was $500 and $600.
Her imports, baby.
And all of that foolishness. And
I used to spend $500 every couple of weeks.
Keep in mind, everybody that wears weave is not bald headed. Her hair was always long, but that was the trend. So anyway, and it was her imports was popping like
her
shit.
Imports. That's where I got all my hair from.
Okay, Christelle said my son started earning money. He only 6 though, and his Five Below runs have been getting real hefty.
That's what I'm saying,
That's
girl.
cute. I like that.
You can't even get Five Below shit with, but I don't feel like that it's an allowance. It is not to support you.
Yeah.
$50 is good.
Joel said he gives his son $50 a week. And he's about 15, I think.
I think that's
Fran
great.
said designer used to be reserved for wealthy kids.
Designer is when you have a job.
And Petey said, I never had allowance. My parents ain't from America. They ain't believe in that.
Okay.
Petey's parents, well, I don't know. Petey has my last name. So that's why we say we're cousins.
He might be from Sierra Leone. Is your family from Sierra Leone?
One of Petey's parents is from Africa, and I think one of them is from another country. My mother's from America. My father was from Africa. Petey and I are cousins.
All right.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Go ahead, Tom. What are some of the things older parents totally did right, opposed to what parents of today do?
Boundaries.
And
now let's be real. I don't want to say, well, let me change that. Discipline. Mm-hmm. Every child didn't get their ass beat, but they knew we wasn't playing with our parent. Mm-hmm. Period, point blank. I got my ass beat, but not often. But I knew not to fucking play with my mother, and I knew when she said, I'm going to tell your father, that meant something. There is nothing you could say that beats whatever that movie was that said that's some true shit. I'm going to tell your daddy in the 90s, early 2000s, bitch, that's all that needed to be said. Mm-hmm. When I was 18, 19, and I was doing shit my mama ain't want me to do, when she said, I'm going to tell your father about it, it did some shit to me. Mm-hmm. Don't tell, what, Nita, what you want? Don't tell him what you want. Mm-hmm. So I feel like discipline was something that they did right back in the day. I don't necessarily agree with the beating part because that's some slave shit that was taught to them that they did to us. That's true. And that was to keep you in line. That's to keep slaves in line too. So I don't really know about the beating shit. But parents that got creative, and then beatings didn't do shit for every child. There was kids that you hit them one time, they don't ever want to be hit again, so they're going to do whatever you say. But for the most part, kids got used to getting beaten, cussed out. They don't give a fuck about that. It wasn't effective. So I applaud the parents that were very creative in those times. Okay, well, I know that this hurts you, so I'm going to take this instead of beating your ass. That type of thing. So discipline, we ain't doing it no more.
Fred said we lost our religion base and morality right with it.
Okay, I got something to say about the religion thing. Religion lost us, I feel like. I feel like over the years, religion it's not like back in the day when you went to Piney Grove with your grandmother and sat there and sweat and ate the peppermints with your grandma. It ain't like that no more. Now you got your pastor on fucking Zoom with a full Gucci suit on. He making TikToks and all this type of fuck shit. You don't really believe in it no more. So I feel like they failed us. We didn't fail them in that aspect.
So many religious leaders and
bullshit
scandals, and we are that age of receipts and videos and all of that.
Yes.
And so, like Tone said, we have lost our faith in the leaders, which has made a lot of people like stop going to church and all of that kind of stuff.
That's why I stopped.
I saw a pastor on TikTok. It's not funny, but he was caught with a man in a hotel.
In a compromising position?
Yeah, he was with a young gay guy. The guy recorded him in the hotel, and the video is viral. So, of course, the pastor has to come and have a sit down and admit to everything and try to get forgiveness and all of that.
Yeah.
I heard the pastor say out of his own mouth, like, when he sat down and was like, I would like to apologize to everybody. I was involved in a sneaky link. I was like, what has the world come to? You have to see the video. He was like,
send it to me.
and he's from like North Carolina or something.
That's a sneaky link.
He's from like North Carolina, so it was so funny. He was like, I was involved in a sneaky link, and I did whatever. Now, mind you, this is the pastor of the church. He has a wife and he has 3 children. He has what we consider as like the white picket fence and the family unit, but he's at the hotel tooting his ass for a boy on video. So you make the call. Anyway.
Also with that too, you seen the other guy that got robbed at the church and he was doing all this bullshit. The pastor that had all the shoulders.
The one from New York.
How do you believe in that?
Yeah, the one, he's from Harlem or something. He want to cuss people out and fight, and all he wants to show off is his designer.
It's his stuff. Until the IRS came after him, and now he want to be humble and quiet. But how do you believe in somebody like that?
Okay, Tiffany said manners. Something these kids don't seem to have.
Yes, that's a good one.
Manners. Bright Eye said we didn't ask what we wanted to eat or whatever was made, we had to eat.
That's a good one. So dinner.
You ate it or you starved.
That's it.
It wasn't no in between. It wasn't no fixing nothing special.
Girl, you thought Nina was going to cook more than one meal. Bitch, please.
Sue said a TikTok pastor got smart with me because I was confused. I didn't know it was a rap video or a sermon. She had on a big old bust down chair and some red bottoms.
Okay, Sue.
Bust down hair.
Sue, when I don't know, it was a Baltimore pastor that incorporated the Chris Brown. These hoes ain't loyal.
Oh, that was Jamal Bryant.
Okay,
I watched him.
That did it for me. Bitch, you shouldn't even know that. Why? What the fuck?
Yeah,
that did it for me.
That was Jamal Bryant. I listened to him early in the mornings, most mornings.
He's been involved in several scandals.
He was going with Tweet. But
girl, I know you lying.
But he had a wife. He was married to the girl Giselle Bryant, but he was going with Tweet.
He's been married to Giselle for a long time, but he's been involved in several scandals.
Yeah,
involving other women.
Fred said we had prayer in school. I'm
glad they took that shit out.
Separated it and everything went downhill. We used to pray in school.
I'm personally glad.
Nikki is in here.
Hey, Nick.
Nikki said, hey, y'all.
I'm personally glad that they took religion out of schools because, first of all, everybody don't practice the same. And second of all, them teachers, like, I don't know. When it comes to religion, I'm very, very funny about it. She could have some whole nother beliefs or praying to a whole nother motherfucker. And I don't want my kids involved in that. So I'm kind of glad that they took that out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, something I believe that parents of the old, I just believe that was respect. I believe like when you respect someone, a lot of these other things fall into place. Like manners and all of that kind of stuff.
Respect as in giving the old lady at your seat off the subway, all that type of stuff.
Everything.
Okay.
Not being, not using profanity, not getting loud and irate with an adult. Not, not giving up your chair, not carrying someone's groceries, not opening the door for somebody, not holding the door for somebody.
Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Not bucking on an adult because they got smart. Like, that is stuff that is unheard of.
That happens?
Yeah, these little kids. You think kids got respect for anything?
Child.
So I think respect, wanting to argue with your parents. Some kids want to cuss out their parents.
Yeah.
Some kids want to hit
fight
their
parents. Yeah.
So I think that respect was something that just was innate at first when we were coming up. Then I don't know how, when, and where it shifted, but it happened in it happened with the kids born in the 90s, where all of that went out the window right about 1990, 92, 93 on up. That's where I feel like it started going out the window.
Crack epidemic?
Yeah.
When you start losing respect for your parent, when you see them doing fuck shit and they doing whatever, you lose respect. I get what
Fred
I
said
you
crack
on that
babies one. Like you, and Fred also said these things start at the home.
Yep, I'll go with you on that.
All those values went out the window when crack hit.
Yeah,
period.
I agree with y'all on that.
So they saying Franklin Saint Snowfall.
Franklin fucked it up for the whole family unit. I got it.
So that is what people of yesterday did right. As far as child rearing,
and we fucking
versus what we doing now, we just a lost cause. Everybody.
Do you feel like the world is a lost cause now?
Yeah,
I do too.
Yes, 1,000%.
I feel like if you don't have your own self-centered, you fucked. If you're looking for any outside things to feed you, you are fucked in this world because it's not gonna happen.
Nikki said gangster rap specifically
fucked us over.
So that is hers.
Or shit ain't the same no more.
Okay, Eddie said don't blame Snowfall, don't blame Ronald Reagan. They said Reagan brought it over here.
No, that's the
Sue
truth.
said the world is over.
It's a documentary on that. It's the truth. Reagan fucked us over, period.
Said stay well rooted in reality. Staying well rooted in reality is the key.
That's
because and I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Because people ain't in reality.
That's one thing but also, who said that, Fred? Mm-hmm. That's Fred. That's also one thing that we didn't have to worry about back in the day. We didn't have social media. We didn't have people pretend. People, literally 90% of the people that you see that go down your feed are pretending. Even as far as if you're having a bad day, but you still posting like it's a good day, that's pretending. Mm-hmm. So even as small as things like that, the whole fucking everything nowadays is a show. Mm-hmm. It's not reality anymore. We didn't have that in the 90s. Yes. Yeah. It's always, and people say putting your best foot forward, but for real, you're trying to make people believe something that's not true about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's not happy every fucking day.
And what upsets me most about that is people really will just see a person off of an image and really conjure up whatever they want in their head. And, being as though I have done the work that I've done over the years, you can't look at somebody and because their weave is right or because their outfit is cute, say people really honestly would think that they're better off or they're doing this and that versus a person that doesn't look like that or doesn't look kept or doesn't look whatever, and that's furthest from the truth.
In my single days, do you know how many niggas used to inbox me and say, how you look, I know you got so many niggas after you, I know that you're always on the scene. Bitch, I'm in the house watching cartoons, smoking a J 90% of the week. Ain't no niggas after me. I don't even know how to talk to niggas. She could tell you. I'm green as shit when it comes to dudes. I don't even know when the motherfucker trying to holler at me. So the perception that they have based on fucking pictures of me is wild as shit.
And people really, you can do a study on it.
I'm like, how y'all get that?
You can do a study with 5 people, and these are grown people, 50 years old. Just let some people walk out, and they're gonna all judge people what they perceive of the person based on how they look. And all of it is going to be mixed up and confused because none of those people are going to be what you think that they are.
Men that say stuff about you, like, and this is honestly, I don't even understand how they say this shit about you. You post you doing the corniest, cheesiest shit, which is you. That's how you are. That's your personality. They'll look at those same videos and be like, I know that you're super bougie and you can't. Bitch, how are you getting bougie? This
key.
Never.
She's hating. I said one key. But yeah, they'll say you're out of my league and all that. Ain't no league.
But you're cheese. Your cheesy, corny part of your personality. That's the most part that you love that shit about yourself. That's what you show the most even on social media. That's what you show the most. And somebody can look at that video and be like, oh, I know she's stuck up. I know she's... How are you getting that?
Yeah, just
so perception. People can look at pictures
perception
and shit and
is
really,
not reality.
And reality doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, Mayor Petey said that go for women too, because I take pics with a lot of women, so automatically I got 5,000 5011 girlfriends.
Yup.
Kate's friend said I get that all the time. I would never thought this about you.
Yeah, what is up with that?
Said this is an entire conversation in itself.
Period.
Nikki said every day on this side of the dirt is a great day. Sharia said facts earlier. Fred said true earlier. And Candace said facts tone when you very first started talking about reality isn't real.
It's not real anymore. So I think, like, Freddie, going back to what you said, I feel like that's what is hindering us as a society. And not even as kids or anything like that. As a society in whole. Being as though there's no more humanity. There's no... The perception of human life is fucked up now. Because it's all on what you see and what people post and what they want you to believe.
That's it. You're already, especially if you're trying to be like an influencer or whatever, you're crafting your image. So again, if y'all really are on TikTok and stuff like that, not all, but a lot of the TikTok moms, they stage their kids. They got them out here looking like, they are just in suburbia and all of this. Mm-hmm. A lot of those mothers have killed their kids. A lot of those mothers, when the cameras are off, the kids are starving. They got to sleep on the floor of the bathtub. All of this stuff. Please don't look at nobody's social media and scroll through some pictures and think, oh, they live like this, or oh, they're this and that.
It ain't real.
Perception is not reality.
That shit is not real.
Next question.
All right.
What is killing relationships these days?
These bitch ass niggas. Like, no. Okay, what's killing... But I will go ahead and go with that. Bitch assness is killing a relationship. People, not even men or women specifically, people in relationships that think the grass is greener, it's the same shit that's been happening over time, but it's heightened now again because of social media and because you think you can get that bitch across the street now. She posting the pictures that you like. Her shorts is up her ass, and the bitch that's sitting beside you, she got her motherfucking bonnet on and the same pajamas for 3 days now. And then you can look across the street.
Zero.
Hey Zero. You're one of my favorites.
Yes.
And then you can look at your neighbor across the street and she, got the Fashion Nova onesie on, bitch, with the full pan of makeup and her head done and all that. And she's attainable. And
it's a temporary fix and hide.
It's attainable. Now your bitch ain't looking so good no more. Same thing with the women. The nigga that's in your inbox.
Everybody said the internet. It's unanimous in the comments.
Yes.
Hey, Pittman.
If it was me, I wouldn't treat you like that, bitch. He's going to treat you like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Candace said social media and the influence the social media and its influence has had a hand in the demise of relationships.
Absolutely.
Jennifer is watching.
Candace, do you feel that it's the demise of marriages too?
Petey said the need of instant gratification. Eddie said that.
I agree with that.
Petey said this is a whole show topic in itself.
Girl, who said that, Petey?
Yeah, Fred said access to sex has made up the dynamics of relationships now.
What do you mean? Elaborate on that one.
I think that it is the whole everybody wants to be greedy and everybody wants... I feel like it's greed. I feel like it's also...
Greed as an insatiable greed?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like it's greed. I feel like it's heightened like need or want for attention. Mm-hmm. And I also feel like everybody is doing literally anything. You know what I'm saying? What was a tradition?
Bitches that wasn't gay now.
Exactly.
Niggas that wasn't.
What I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? No shade to the gays.
What was a traditional?
Bitches having threesomes now. Ain't never looked at a bitch.
Yeah, it's just too much going on, and it's all.
But do you feel like they're doing this to compete? I feel like a lot of women that have threesomes, I'm not saying all, because some women have been attracted to women forever. I'm not talking about those women. But do you feel like some women are doing this because the next bitch will do it, so I need to get on board?
Yeah, but I...
Never because of social media.
But when I hear women saying that they had a threesome and they regret it, it's...
You've heard them say they regret it?
1,000 times.
Why?
Anytime they make a threesome post, I would say probably 8 out of the 10 women that had a threesome, 8 out of them regretted it.
What?
Yeah, they never wanted to do it. They did it to appease the man.
Did they say what? Oh, because of those reasons?
Yeah, most of the time he started messing with the person without her.
That was my question.
Just bringing
Okay,
the person in to satisfy himself for real. Now, like you said, if you're really into that, you're into kink, you're into swinging and all of that. There are people that do that, and that's your prerogative.
Yeah.
But if you sitting there doing this solely because you don't want to do it, but he wants to do it, and you feel like if I don't do it, you know, he's going to leave me or somebody else is, he's still going to leave you or do what he want anyway. So let him go.
And ladies, he ain't gonna never get with another nigga for you. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Never.
Like not on no gay shit. I'm talking about
let you get a train ran on.
Yeah, he ain't gonna never do that shit. He's never gonna fucking do that shit.
Eddie
so
said,
don't be quick.
Eddie said everybody is caught in the matrix. Fred said relationships used to be the key to access. Relationships used to be the key access to sex. Now it's whatever. You don't have to be in a relationship to have sex.
You want to know the truth about that? I kind of like that part.
That you don't have to be in a relationship to have sex?
I feel like sexual liberation for these days is the only good part about these days. Like, people were so confined and traditional, and they looking at you. You know how many women were shunned because they had a baby out of wedlock? Like, that's some bullshit. So I feel like the sexual liberation of 2020 of the 2000s.
Media.
Mm-hmm. We got
made it easier and more accessible to get what you want without a relationship. Him and Fred are kind of like saying the same thing. So
Petey and Fred.
I feel like Eddie's putting the icing on the cake of what they're saying.
Yeah,
everybody's caught in the matrix. Everybody is, moving in these different ways in these different realms.
Yeah,
it has tainted what people look at as decency or respect or
Agreed.
And all of that.
Petey and Fred. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Okay, Fat said social media just uncovered the ways of some people. Times change. Some people just adjusted to the times. Social media doesn't fuck up relationships. Some have never been over. He said some have been over. He said social media is a dating site. People are very antisocial outside of social media. And I brought that up the other day. I think I said like a lot of people I know that have these social media personalities and personas. Mm-hmm. When you meet them in person, they're very shy. They're very isolative. They're very guarded. They're not, you get behind a phone or a computer. You can type or whatever you could be, whatever personality you want to be at that moment.
You want, baby.
But then when you meet them in person, they're socially awkward and things like that. So Fats,
real them come out.
You hit the nail on the head on that.
Not really, because I disagree with Fats on the
Don't hate on Fats, Tom.
Never. Fats my man, but I disagree with them on the fact that I feel like a lot of things that people would never try, social media gave them the courage to try it. And they may love it, they may not like it, but they never would have tried it if it wasn't for social media. So that's the only part that I disagree on. The rest of it, I do agree on.
Okay. Fred said, why buy the cow when you could get the milk for free? Candace said,
what's wrong with getting the milk for free? Because the cows sometimes don't want you to get the milk for free.
Candace says, sometimes I feel as if I'm living in a twilight zone. People are weird. Girl. Things literally make no sense nowadays.
I agree.
Christelle said, I will never do anything to keep a man.
Me.
Siobhan N. Brown has entered.
Hey, Siobhan.
And
I agree with you, Christelle. Like, to me, it's always been, even back in the day, it's always been for me, it's too many niggas out here. I'm not going to do anything to compromise how I feel or my self-worth or anything like that for a motherfucking nigga. I'm never doing that. We can break up, bitch.
Okay, Bright Eye said rushing into it without getting to know them and trying to change the person from what he really is.
Agreed.
And I do agree with that.
Agreed.
I agree with that big time, Bright Eyes. I saw a post today that said a woman will know a man for like a month, get pregnant by him, then try to get to know him during the 9 months of the pregnancy.
That's true.
You don't know this person, and now you have created a child with him. And hey, 9 to 10 months is not a lot of time to really get to know somebody. And then y'all have the baby, and then of course, hey, I don't know you, I don't like you, I don't want to be with you. And then that whole saga continues. Like you said, Bright Eyes, people are trying to rush into relationships and trying to, lock each other down when y'all ain't even compatible.
That's not even a problem I have, though. I mean, let's be honest. Shit happens. Shit fucking happens. You fuck up and get pregnant by a motherfucker that you ain't never planned to be with. That shit happens. My problem is you trying to force a relationship with that. Just because you pregnant by, and I know this sounds crazy, but this is literally the world we're living in. This is not 1975. It's not 65 or 52. This is the time we're living in. You don't have to be with the person that you're having a baby with. Y'all didn't see these motherfuckers coming to the baby shower and all that. He ain't seen this bitch since she said she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, this is a reality. So don't look at me funny. I feel like when you try to force the relationship, when you see, bitch, you met him at the club and you fucked up and got pregnant. You fucked him for a couple months and you got pregnant. Don't try to force a relationship.
Eddie said that's called being sexually irresponsible.
I feel like that's big. Well, yeah, it is. But like I said, Eddie, shit happens. Why would you force a relationship? Y'all not compatible. Y'all arguing every day. You doing toxic shit every day. Why force that just because you got pregnant by the nigga?
True. PD said it's like a gift and a curse. Social media definitely gave me access to folks I probably would have never met.
True.
But some of them are my best friends now. Relationship wise, it can probably hurt that.
I agree with that.
Fat said people are broken and want to fill a void because of some fear being alone. And
that's true.
That's
very true. Yeah.
Roderick, sorry.
Especially the older you get, Fats. When these 40-year-old bitches, listen, they gonna go for pretty much anything.
Fred said, why fuck them in that case? If that's the case.
What?
I guess like you don't know the person in the club, you get pregnant, whatever.
Cause you want to fuck. What you mean?
Fat said people are trying to be socially accepted. Some are just lying to kick it. Some people,
I agree with that.
Like whatever.
I definitely agree with that.
Or whatever.
And they're doing shit that they really don't want to do. I agree with you on that one, Fat. Fred.
Petey said I'm on social media and off. I don't need to portray something I'm not. Too old for that now. Petey, you love social media.
Petey, and you'll be surprised at a number of motherfuckers that be on social media still perping and faking and all that bullshit, and they our age.
Tone, I ain't heard that one since 81.
Perping? I said bumping earlier, bitch.
Perpetrating a fraud.
What's really gonna be bumping?
Okay, next question. Mary, this is like a statement, and tell me what you guys think. And I want the guys to answer this first.
Okay.
It says, marry a woman who really wants to be a wife. Not a woman who just wants a husband. What's your thoughts on that? I'll read it again. Marry a woman who really wants to be a wife, not a woman who just wants a husband. What are your thoughts?
You want the men to answer first? You should get... Again, I think it's all on how the world is right now. Motherfuckers care so much about aesthetics and how things appear. And even though this man been with me 20 years, that's the next step. We're supposed to get married and have this fabulous wedding and show that on social media and do all of that. You know what I'm saying? They'll never get to the only way that they'll get to it and break up with the person that have that public is if there's no other alternative. But they will fake the fucking funk all the way down the aisle if that's what the lifestyle I want y'all to believe I'm having. If that's what the aesthetic is, that's what it is.
Okay, PD said he definitely agreed with that statement. Fred said absolutely agree. PD said some women want to get married because they see their friends doing it.
You don't think so, PD?
Knowing they ain't never ready for it.
Eddie said you think so?
She's thugging with you up and down. And Fat said time shows she'll be a wife. People force marriage instead of letting it dictate.
Like the natural course of things.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Who said that?
Fats.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Fats, 100%.
This question is about I saw a post where it said
you could have. My go.
I couldn't remember it. You could have 9 positive comments and 1 negative. So you have 10 comments, or you have 10. 9 people have said something praising you on an accomplishment, a post, a picture, whatever. One person came and said something negative. That one negative comment will overshadow all of the other positive comments. And I just wanted to talk about that. And that's called negative bias. And that says the negativity bias is our tendency not only to register negative stimuli more readily, but also to dwell on these events. And why do you think that is, or why do you think we do that?
Actually, I'm glad this is a question because
y'all know we go from psychology, we cover everything.
I'm glad we're covering this because for years, for fucking years, I've always thought this was just me. So I'm glad that we covering this. Honestly speaking, I do this a whole lot. I always say nobody can be harder on me than I am. Y'all should hear some of the shit I say to myself. Like it's so negatively. Like you're not doing enough, bitch. You lazy. You know what I'm saying? I do all that to myself. So when somebody says something negative in the comments and it agrees with what it kind of resonates with what I already feel about this situation.
I like the transparency.
Honestly, like it's not about everything. It's not about every situation. But if they comment the same thing that I'm thinking about this specific situation, then I'm going to dwell on that because it's kind of seconding my motion. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why we tend to dwell on the negative. And also, who wants to hear negative shit about themselves? You know what I'm saying? I find myself, and I have to literally tell myself, bitch, let it go. That happened 6 hours. You know me. That happened 6 hours ago. Let that shit go. And it could be the smallest, pettiest thing that I feel like I was right in, or I feel like I was, you know what I'm saying? That bitch shouldn't have did me like that. I'm going to carry that. This bitch didn't forgot about it. I'm still holding on to it hours later.
But it literally said dwelling on it.
Yeah, like shit.
And letting it fester.
Do you feel like that's a human trait though?
There is like
to correct the negative?
Correct.
You know, because that's why I feel like that's why I dwell on it. I want to set the record straight, kind of.
I feel like that's different. I feel like, hey, setting the record straight when you feel like there is a conflict.
But the bitch ain't in the car with me.
It's different.
She cut me off 2 lights ago.
Yeah,
I want to I want to follow her to set the record straight. Bitch.
I feel like that's totally different from this, and I feel that like with self-esteem and self-awareness and all of that kind of work, that could get you out of it. But even when little kids hear something negative, as you know, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and that's why I always say you have to watch everything you say around children. Period. Because they internalize the negative. You know, yeah, you could have said a million times that she's pretty, but one classmate calls her ugly, and that's going to hurt her, make her cry, or, you know, and she's going to internalize that or whatever.
Or if the parent is saying the same shit that the bully is saying. Okay. Because we do have situations where that happens.
It's easier to say negative things to a person than it is to praise a person.
True.
And we have talked about this on the show before, where, hey, if somebody says something positive about a person, you want to get receipts. You want to check the facts. You want to be like,
I don't believe
that ain't
she's
true.
Like that, right?
Yeah. If you know.
Ooh, that's so true.
Somebody just hit the lottery for $500,000. Somebody just bought this car, or somebody just graduated from this school. They lying. That's not true. Did you see them post that? Did you see that? But the minute about that same person, you say, you know, her baby father drug her out the car and beat her ass. You excited and you going to look it up and see if she posted pictures. You're never gonna say that ain't true. Her baby father ain't gonna do that. I knew it, or I knew. You're gonna dwell on the negative. I sit and watch and see it every day. Again, people will get excited over something negative or bad happening.
Yeah, that's true.
Before they get happy for something good happening to you. It's like we default set to that. And I hang around black people. Some will say we as people and that whole crabs in a bucket mentality.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
This is a major thing. Okay, Cherie said it's easier to say negative things to a person than it is to praise a person. That's kind of like what I'm saying, Cherie.
True.
Fat said it's nothing wrong with a little soliloquy if it's self-motivation, like I guess cussing yourself out or whatever.
That's what I use it for, Fat. And do motivate me.
Fats is a fashion guy, so he said fashion runs the world.
It
Next
does.
question.
Absolutely.
Besides God, who knows you best? Who do you feel knows you best? We all know, you know, everybody's going to say God knows me best. Who knows you best besides God?
You.
You feel like I know you better than anybody in the whole world.
Yeah, like
I've known Tone since she was 13.
And
She
I don't
is,
tend
how old
to.
are you now, Tonette?
I'm 45.
She's 45. I've known her since she was 13.
Well, I'm gonna say you and Tia, cause Tia know the shit that I wouldn't tell you. So because Tina, like, she kind of like a big sister. So like certain shit that I know she gonna frown upon, I tell Tia, cause that bitch gonna be with the shits. Tina gonna be like, nah. Like one time when $700 shot out the fucking ATM on me. This bitch, go take it back. You're gonna go to jail. You know what I'm saying? She starts sending me videos of people that went to jail that took the ATM money and all that. I go in the goddamn place in the ATM. These motherfuckers didn't even know the money was missing. I gave away $700 listening to this bitch. But she knows me. Like, she knows my bad sides, my good sides. She know when I'm lying to her. She know when I'm not telling her the whole story. She know when I'm actually excited, when I need motivation. So I would say you. You know me better than my parents.
Gonna make me cry.
No, really, because, you don't tell your parents shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it got to be one person that knows everything. But the shit that she
I'm
don't.
a crybaby.
She is. Bitch, don't do all that.
I'm sorry.
But she knows me inside and out. Even overall, we are awesome foursome, but out of the 4 people, she knows me better. But the shit she don't know, Tia know. So I'm going to say 2 of y'all. Bitch, don't get to crying and all that.
Sorry, y'all.
Go ahead, say your shit.
Okay, I apologize. I feel like overall, it's my sister. I feel like it's Molly because, she's known me my whole life. Of course, we have like secrets of, things just growing up that of course only me and her know or we've been through. Mm-hmm. Even like if I talk to her on the phone, like if she called me in the morning, she can tell like if something's wrong with me right away. And if I be like, no, nothing's wrong with me, she'd be like, Jafani.
True.
And I don't know how and when she started calling me Jafani, but she calls me that exclusively.
And
now.
that's when she's serious. Oh, that used to be when she was serious.
No, she called me that. She don't even call me, Tina's my nickname, but she don't call me that no more. But anyway, so she, I feel comfortable with telling her everything. Like everything in my life. Some stuff, I'm very close to Tone and the girls. Very. Sometimes if I feel like, well, I'm not going to mention this to the girls or whatever, I'll still mention it to Molly. And even I might, double back and tell the girls later or tell them bits and pieces of it or whatever. So I feel
but Molly know the whole story.
Yeah, and I feel like she knows me better than anybody.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Molly knows shit we don't even know.
That's that.
And we know it all.
Okay, so
what? Who knows who better in the comments?
Oh, Nikki say, "Oh my God" to me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a wuss. Y'all just don't.
She cry all the time.
Y'all think I'm so tough, and I am. Y'all think I'm so tough and so this and that, but I'm a wuss.
Tina, like, if she see somebody getting fucked up, she don't even know these people. She just driving down the street and see some shit. She's gonna cry. You know what I'm saying? She's very sensitive.
Okay, Nikki said them. Oh, she said them MFs will say my lines before I can. Oh, she said her husband and her children.
I agree.
And
listen, ain't nobody in love like Nikki and her husband is in love, baby. I love to see it though. I love black love. But that bitch shot him from the motherfucking mountain. She don't sugarcoat it. She don't. You know how some people be like, you don't even know some motherfuckers married for real. Nikki's not that type. Bitch, she loves her husband.
And I want to say this about Nikki's husband. I don't know her husband. And Nikki was a contestant For the Record.
She was.
She was an amazing contestant. She said she's a fan favorite, so she'll be back. But anyway, her husband came to For the Record, of course, to support her. And
he has the same name as your son.
His name Devin?
Yeah.
Oh, he's special. Okay, so he, it was guys, the contestant. She had a guy partner. And you know, it was people there, you know, people drinking and this, that, and the third. Her husband did not, like, you know, act like one of those type of husbands.
Oh, no,
he
he's
let
super
her,
cool, yeah.
He let her do her thing.
Mm-hmm.
He let her, you know, slap fives, dap up, hug, whatever, with her partner and with other guys, and I like that.
But you know
what I'm
why?
saying?
Because Nikki, that's who she is. That's her personality, and he lets her be herself.
Yeah, so
and that's why they
really,
still together, baby.
I really like that.
Don't try to dim the light. You gotta let them shine.
She said no. Oh, Roderick said no one truly knows me but me. People
Oh,
know what I
Roderick.
want them to know. I don't give people too much free access to me.
Roderick, that's sad.
Tiffany Green said her sister knows her best.
Oh, that's great.
Edie said, "Oh, it's a moment. LOL when I cry."
Roderick, that's
Sabrina Bright Eye said, "Being 54, I have to say my kids.
Yeah, that's
what
a good
I'm
one.
going to do before I do it." And my daughter Sue, she knows a lot, and she probably knows more than your child should know.
I say Sue knows probably about 80%.
Yeah, she knows more than your child should know about you, but that's how I run my life, so I don't care and I don't mind because I tell her.
And she older
And
than us.
I allow her to be very much privy to my life.
She one of the girls.
Yes.
I think the dynamic is different. Like, first of all, she act older than us, and then she like hung with us forever
Since birth.
Yeah, it's different. Like, she one of my closest friends.
She is. She's definitely one of Tone's. She's Tone's good.
I talk to her just as much as I talk to her.
Yeah, Sue is definitely one of Tone's good.
Yeah, that's my good Judy.
Keisha Blaylock. Keisha, where you been? What's going on?
It's been weeks, girl. And
Yeah.
I know it's been weeks for us, but it's been weeks for you
Keisha
too.
is one of our regulars. And of course, I notice when our regulars aren't here.
She does.
And it does upset me.
Keisha, who is the closest to you on this planet? Who knows all your secrets? Who knows all your ins and outs, your quirks, all of that? Who's the closest to you? Answer that in the comments.
Question.
Okay.
And we will call it a night because we started super late.
We did.
I got to work tomorrow.
And I'm supposed to be shooting a video after I leave here, so make sure you tune in for tomorrow.
Christelle wrote something, but I'm going to read it. Okay. The last one is, can a person be too understanding?
Yes.
Okay.
Hell yeah. A person being too first of all, you have to make yourself be understanding. Mm-hmm. Let's be honest. When someone tells you any situation, you have to make yourself come to their side or empathize or, look at from their side of the table. And all the time they don't warrant that. Sometimes, bitch, you dead wrong and I feel the way the fuck I feel and I need to say what I feel. And for you to take their side or you to accommodate their feelings more than yourself.
I agree. PD said hell yeah, and you'll get walked over like that.
Like shit. You
said
looking
yes.
at their feelings more than you looking at yourself. Bitches hurting the fuck out of you, but you care more about what they feeling? Girl, fuck you. I definitely agree.
Back to the other question, Christelle said her mother knows her better than anybody.
That's excellent. I love those types of relationships.
That said, it's not full access will break you. Full access will break you at some point.
But facts. For you not to have anybody on this planet that you can go to and tell everything to, it's kind of sad. Like, everybody need that one person.
And me, I just don't care enough. Like, if somebody knows something or if they, you know what I'm saying?
But the shit that you, okay, you gotta say, you do care about certain stuff being out. And then for a fact, if you told me, if you told Molly, if you told any of the girls, it would never come out. So you have that safety net. You know what I'm saying? But for facts not to have that,
if it does come out, what the fuck?
I mean, yeah.
I don't really care. But
unless
I
it involves
like
your kids or whatever, you don't
if
give
it's
a
something
fuck.
that can hurt my children, of course.
Yeah, that's the only time you
But
can.
I'm 50 years old. Say whatever, do whatever. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
but
I agree with
I
that.
can also see why someone like Fats or any person would be guarded and would be.
No, I can see why you're guarded. I'm just saying that to not have at least one person that
you can really confide.
Yeah, because you can talking to
confidant.
yourself. Yeah, you talking to yourself. You gonna think what you think. I need another motherfucker to say, bitch, you tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I be Tina. You know how many times I came to you wholehearted like, bitch, I'm on one. And you like, bitch, it's not that serious. You need to calm the fuck down. And I gotta take her perspective and be like, okay, yeah, you're right. It's not that serious.
I do.
He don't have that person.
Yeah. I think
that's unfortunate.
I think people like Fats possibly overthink a lot.
And sometimes life is life. That's his life.
I think you kind of overthink. Mm-hmm. And that could play tricks on your mind too. Okay, so to answer the question about are you too understanding? I think just coming from like, you know, the work I do and all of that, I do try to like use certain techniques. And in that you can be trying to understand, well, you know, it's a reason why somebody is doing something. You know,
oh yeah.
You know, you automatically go into those types of you know,
do you feel like
assessments.
Do you feel like you do that sometimes and it's not warranted? Like, okay, with a situation where you really should be, this bitch then did you wrong and you really should feel this way, but you're more taking that approach to it.
Sometimes if I'm on 100,000, I don't give a fuck about the cycle.
True.
I don't give about motherfucking Maslow's law and all that.
Very
I
true.
don't give a fuck. We having technical difficulties.
I'm good now, y'all.
But just because you try to understand doesn't mean you accept.